so good afternoon everyone, it is Mitchell aka the Walk in Orlando. Welcome back over here to Universal Orlando Resort. We came on over for, really honestly, it's my birthday tomorrow. We decided why not come over to Universal for a little bit to celebrate my birthday. So came on over here. We're actually starting over here at Universal Studios first before we head on over to Island. Mostly because there looks like there is still a little bit of rain in the area. So we can do a lot of stuff that's inside here. We're also meeting up with Kayla's friends and family that she knows from Texas. So we are waiting on them. They're over at Islands, but they're about to walk on over here in a few minutes. So make sure you guys stick around. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel as we do go on theme park adventures all throughout Central Florida and outside of Central Florida. Make sure you guys stick around for today's Universal Orlando adventure. So just based on coming into the park and all the lines already, looks like it's gonna be a busy day. So we don't know how much we're gonna get done. We're gonna try to do as much as we can with our friends over here, with Kayla's friends over here, because we had stuff, I guess, for services, because over at Universal they do a disability system, and Kayla signs up for it. She's had it way before me and her ever met, so she's been using it for a while. And so for Universal, it's only good for 2 weeks at a time, and every 2 weeks you have to come back in and renew it. This is where also you will add anyone if you're gonna have anyone in your party. So like right now usually it's just me and Kayla, but if she had any friends with her, or if she came with other people, she would probably have to come back over here to add them and reset it again. Alright, so after some stopping over at guest services to get Kayla's disability pass refigured out and to purchase some tickets and get some buttons, we're now finally able to do some things. We're waiting to see if Kayla's friends and family are here yet, because they're coming from Islands of Adventure because they're eating over 3 broomsticks. And then we have a whole bunch of buttons for them to give them. So I do need to stop over here to 5 and Dime, which is the exit gift shop for the Born Stuntacular, because they've released more shirts, because they just announced today 2 more houses to go along. And I'll tell you those once we go in here to look at these shirts. So the first house that we'll talk about is that they've actually announced the Bride of Frankenstein house. So Halloween Horror Nights in person on stage, Frankenstein, the horror show of the century, the monster demands a mate. So this is the shirt. This is actually the front side of the shirt for it. And on the sleeve it says Halloween Horror Nights 2021. They also did announce that the Haunting of Hill House is going to be getting a house as well. So I think right now they're up to, I want to say they're up to 3 houses announced. 3 houses are announced right now. I think they're going to have 10 total. And it looks like they're announcing new ones every Thursday right now. So Bride of Frankenstein, Haunting of Hill House, and the Chainsaw Massacre will be coming in as well. So like I said, they have announced 3 official houses for Halloween Horror Nights already this year. We've got the Icon in Jack the Clown. They have the Haunting of Hill House, the Chainsaw Massacre, and Universal Monsters Bride of Frankenstein. Now, a couple of years ago they had the Universal Monsters house. That honestly probably was my favorite house, even over the Stranger Things house. So I'm really excited because Universal does amazing work with their original Universal Monster group. So because we are kind of in the New York section, it is really funny. Universal will open up this fire hydrant right here and just let the water kind of run, and little kids like to play in it. It also just like gets like almost a weird vibe of New York. Well, it is definitely the epitome of busy days, because this is the entrance area to Revenge of the Mummy. So, but because we kind of want to get into some AC, but Kayla has not seen this, we're actually going to head into the Jurassic World tribute store and maybe get something while we're in here. Maybe it'd be kind of nice to get something because I haven't got anything yet. So we'll check it out, see if there's anything we want to try. It's definitely nice to come in here because it is not actually that busy, and I like the fact it's a control room and it's the Velocicoaster sign and everything. Ooh, I didn't see this. So if you want to, you can actually create a personalized metal thing that says Raptor Tracker on it. What I do love is they do show you like the coaster and everything on here, and all the Jurassic World stuff. So it's honestly such a cool little store to come into if you like the Jurassic Park / Jurassic World series. I just love the theming because like here you're into the Jurassic Park section. So they have all the Jurassic Park stuff, from rain jacket to inaugural park guest section B to jackets to all the theming, because it looks like it's been overrun. But what's pretty cool is we were walking through here, and in this thing, this containment right here, you see these eggs. Well, the sign actually says screen used Velociraptor eggs used in Jurassic Park 3. So that's really cool. I like the fact they do have screen used stuff in here. So I will say I thoroughly enjoy going to the Jurassic World Tribute Store because I love how they've done it where it's the Velocicoaster and Jurassic World section in the very front, and then they do all the Jurassic Park stuff. But all the snack stuff look really good. However, Kayla is very hungry right now, so we're actually looking to see if we can just do regular food over at Leaky Cauldron. Might come back a little bit later before we head to Islands of Adventure, maybe to get something, because they had a dig in your jar, like, pudding and like stuff. So we might try to get, I might get that because I like the cup because it says Jurassic World on it. So might stop and get that. So we actually stopped over here to the Embassy Today Cafe, which is one of their brand new, this is a brand new like quick service location. So it's like cool little sandwiches. Kayla actually got like a barbecue sandwich, but we got a bunch of these little ones. So we got I got a mocha caramel petite cake. So we get to see how that is. And then look at this tiramisu I got, which this is actually really big. And then Kayla got a fruit tart, right? Fruit tart. And then, like I said, she got something called the Bull and the Bears sandwich, which we still are waiting on because they're making it right now. So there's the Bulls and the Bears sandwich, like brisket with a little bit of lettuce on it. Bacon, cheese, and then you can get a fruit salad with it. I had to record quick because Kayla's about to destroy that sandwich. Alright, so I got myself a bite of my caramel mocha petite cake. So, to get that try, I got hopefully a little bit of everything, hopefully, so. It's light. It's a lot lighter than I anticipated it being. It's actually really, there's a lot of flavors going on with it. Like, it's got, I haven't really got any, like, mocha in it yet. But, it definitely tastes like a coffee, like, there's coffee in it, though. So, maybe that'll give me a little energy for the rest of the day. So, getting down farther into it, you can kind of see down there, it's like there's more of the caramel and stuff, and there's like little like, I don't know what you call them, like waffle bites or something. So, but yeah. Okay, let's make fun of me for saying it. That is really good. Alright, so I ended up pretty much eating that entire thing. It was actually really good. So now we move on to the tiramisu, and tiramisu is one of my favorite like dessert items out there. So I'm really excited to see how this tastes. Okay, got my bite. Hopefully get enough of everything, so. The like whatever they use for the bread almost, a little dry. The filling there's a lot of flavor in it. Like tastes like tiramisu. Like I said, the only thing is the breading that they use, or like Twinkies for it, a little dry. It's gonna take away from the flavor altogether. Alright, so I had a little bite of the Bulls and the Bears sandwich that Kayla got. All I can say is they pack a lot of flavor into the brisket. That is really flavorful. Like, so the only thing she didn't get on it was, what did you not get on it? Was the pickles? She didn't get the onion pickle. So, but it just has like a little bit of lettuce on it with some really melty cheese. But wow, that is actually really stinking good. Alright, so the Today Cafe, really good. I really like the selection. It's not like normal stuff that they have here at Universal. So not like your burgers, your chicken, your pizza. It's definitely different, especially that sandwich. I was really shocked by that sandwich, honestly. I will say, out of the two things I got, which was the caramel mocha petite cake and the tiramisu, the petite cake was definitely superior. That tiramisu was just not that good as I kind of hoped for, but it was also made differently, so maybe that's why. So it definitely seemed like when we first got here, it seemed really busy. But then, it seems like the wait times are starting to slowly come down. So like Minions is only 40, Hollywood Rocket it's 150, but I do know it was down. Men in Black 70, that's pretty high, maybe one of the sides is down. Transformers 45, Simpsons 45. King Cross Station only 55, not bad. Shrek 40, 25, but that will start going up as we get closer to Horror Nights when they close off one of the theaters. Fast and Furious 25. Escape from Gringotts went from 120 now to 55. Revenge of the Mummy has an 80-minute wait now. So yeah, wait times are definitely fluctuating. People are starting to get a little more spread out around the park. Well, you can definitely tell Universal is essentially back to pre-pandemic crowd levels, because it is very much a busy day. Like I don't think I've seen it this busy since before they closed for the pandemic. I mean, Shrek is posting a 40-minute wait. Despicable Me is actually down right now due to some sort of technical issue, so Shrek has gone up in wait time. Men in Black is 50, Gringotts 55, so it definitely is, we are definitely back to those crowd levels pre-pandemic times. Now into Diagon Alley, which no matter any part of the year, no matter what time of the day, this area looks always insanely busy. But it's so well themed. Got the Leaky Cauldron right here, the Daily Prophet, Ollivanders up there, and then of course at the end you have Gringotts Bank. And just making our way into Nocturne Alley. Kind of a nice little, this is a very nice area to come into because it is all indoors and they do have some AC, so it feels really stinking good. Plus you kind of get out of the craziness that is Diagon Alley, so. But there are a few wand spots in here, so if you are curious about wand interactions, there are a bunch in here. And also you do have Borgs and Burgs, which is like the scary shop that has all the Death Theater stuff and everything else like that in here. In the many years I have been coming to Universal now, I don't think I've ever spent this much time in Diagon Alley. We got in here around 4:15, 4:30 because we needed to get a return time for Gringotts. Well, Gringotts was at a 75-minute wait. Just an idea, Gringotts is at 120 minutes now. So we were just kind of hanging out here because we were like, oh, we'll go ride something. Well, the wait times around the park are still very long, so it's nearly impossible to try to get on something right now. So we're just kind of hanging out here and we just kind of jumping from shop to shop. So I don't think I've ever spent this much time in Diagon Alley at any time ever. Well, now it's time for us to go back on to do Harry Potter and Escape from Gringotts, but as normal with Universal, I have to put y'all away. I will take my phone through, but I will be putting that on TikTok, so hopefully you guys will have seen that beforehand. So, again, into the lockers. So that ended up, even with the disability pass going on the express side, still ended up taking about, what, 30 minutes total? About 30 minutes total to do the entire experience from getting in line to doing the pre-show, getting on the coaster, and getting off. So, even though you have the express pass, I still expect to wait a little bit of time. You know, I still very much wish the Simpsons area would get rethemed. I know a lot of people love the Simpsons, but when this used to be Back to the Future, I think with how the Back to the Future nostalgic is now, I think it would be a bigger hit than it is with the Simpsons. Like, this whole area just seems a little weird now in my sense, but I'm also not a Simpsons fan, so maybe that's why I feel that way. Well, they're starting to set up for the Superstar Parade, which actually happens at 7 p.m. So Universal is essentially brought back almost every single one of their entertainment evening offerings. They have the Superstar Parade at 7. Over at Islands, they start doing the stuff for Hogsmeade on the Hogwarts Castle. I want to start saying right when it gets dark at 8. And then they do their cinematic celebration here at 9. So Universal definitely has gone the quickest back to what sense of a normalcy of pre-pandemic. But it still feels very much like a recovering side of it though, because there are still little things here and there kind of relevant to the pandemic. Alright, so we are going to go ahead and call it a day because we are actually heading over to a Universal resort. You guys hopefully will see that video hopefully tomorrow for you guys, just depending if I can get everything done quickly in a timely manner. But we finished up our trip here at Universal Studios. Didn't actually make it over to Islands today, just kind of hung out most of the time in Diagon Alley. It was just a very, very, very busy day. So if you guys are planning on coming to Universal during this time, I would highly suggest be prepared for the crowds. It was a very busy day, but overall, very nice just time. We got to eat at the Today Cafe, got to go through the tribute store, and ended off riding Gringotts. So overall, just a decent time. So with all that being said, we do head out from our trip here out to Universal Studios. We'll see y'all next time.